Hey everyone, I'm Giz with Hiyield, and today we're going to talk about how to create an effective website for your business startup. In the digital age, websites are vital. If you're a startup company, you need to have a website. There's no question about that. But you have to take into consideration that your website not only has to be on brand, but it has to be easy to use and can also scale as your business grows. There are DIY website builders out there, and if you're planning on making a website by yourself, these are a great option. However, if your ambition is big, then most likely you will be in partnership with a digital product studio like us. At Hiyield, we go through a 4-step web development process: discovery, design, development, and delivery. And I won't go into detail about that process here. I can save that for another video. But today I'm going to give you the 3 key learnings that we have here at Hiyield on how to create an effective website for your startup business. As a startup founder, you're probably living and breathing your customers' needs, their lifestyles, and you're trying to observe their online behaviors because it's really important. The discovery phase of a web development project, we feel, isn't given a lot of credit as it's due. And ours is really robust because we feel like it's very, very vitally important to understand your users. To give you a very, very basic example of what I mean, you need to match your users with your website. For example, you wouldn't have a corporate style website if your target users are teenage girls. Similarly, you wouldn't have an over-the-top fun designed website if you are a funeral home. The discovery phase has way more than that, and if you want to learn more about what we do, then there's a link in the description box below. Take you to a little landing page of our discovery phase so you can read for yourself. But understand your users. It's important. Okay, our second tip: think big, but scale back. You most likely have a very clear vision of what you want your final website to look like, and you have all the bells and whistles of features that you could possibly want in your heart's desire. But forget that. Let's think big and scale back. You might have heard the phrase must have and nice to have, and this applies here. Create a list of features that you must have for your website to function, and create a list of features that are nice to have. Your startup website should be viewed something like a version 1 or an MVP, minimal viable product. Emil made a video about MVPs. You can find that in the link below, or if there's a link floating around, he'll be here somewhere. Check it out. It goes into details what an MVP is and some examples of them. It's good to have an MVP style website because the process of making one is faster, it's cheaper, it gets your website out there quicker to your customers so that you can start earning revenue sooner. After your version 1 or MVP, you can build on it at a later stage. You can introduce some of the features on your nice to have based on user feedback. Our third tip: present your value proposition really clearly. Why should your customers choose you? What do you do brilliantly that other people do not? Make sure your website states this front and center. Show your value proposition clearly for your users and give them a reason to buy from you. If you feel like you need a digital agency to help you build your website, then here's a bonus tip. When you're a startup, it's great to have people around you that share the same ethos or culture as you do. Finding a digital agency that really understands what gets you out of bed in the morning is a great first step for building a long-term relationship. So meet the team, ask questions, really get to know your agency because it can be the start of something beautiful. That may mean that you choose us as your agency, that may mean that you choose someone else as your agency, but what is important is that you know who you are working with. That's it for this video. We've got a couple of links in the description box below, as I've mentioned throughout the video. We also have one on culture and also a written version of this video in our blog on the website. Again, you can find it down below. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe.